All right. Niner Faithful, Niner Empire, welcome back to another edition of my weekly NFL picks. Now, I know I missed last week's and I missed the Thursday night game we just finished watching Thursday, the Rams at Seahawks game. I didn't get to throw that into the video because obviously it's currently Saturday as I'm filming this, and that game happened on Thursday. So we're just going to go from the Sunday games, so from the 1 o'clock games to the 4 o'clock games to the late game. So starting off with the Jets at Eagles. Sam Darnold is still out. It's in Philadelphia. Luke Falk's the starting quarterback. Jets, they're struggling without Sam Darnold, and I think they'd personally be in a similar situation even with Sam Darnold in. I don't think he's that very good of a quarterback. I'm taking the Eagles to blow them out 38-10. Jaguars at Panthers. This will be a very good game, considering that Cam Newton's still out. Gardner Minshew's in for Jacksonville. Gardner Minshew is coming off of a win at Denver last week. Brought the Jacksonville Jaguars all the way down the field to set up a game-winning field goal. So Gardner Minshew's a quality backup. It reminds me of the story of Nick Mullins, how he's undrafted. He came in and now he's a decent backup for the Jaguars. We got Nick Mullins, and he's a very good backup. And they're both undrafted, so there's some similarities in there. But going back to this game, I think the Jaguars struggle in this game, and I think it's because the Panthers have the number one passing defense. And I think with that, the Panthers get this win 24-13. But I think it's a back and forth game. I think ultimately, though, the Carolina Panthers defense ends up taking this game over and winning this game. So, and they're at home too, which kind of gives them the more edge as is. So, Panthers at home over the Jaguars. Vikings at Giants. Listen, Minnesota Vikings have one problem, and it's causing them to lose week in and week out. Yes, they are 2-2, but they're struggling. Actually, that might be wrong. Minnesota. Is Minnesota 2-2? Let me look. I'm pretty sure they're 2-2. Anyways, if they can't really win with Kirk Cousins in quarterback, is what I'm getting at. Kirk Cousins is not a good quarterback. He's not worth the over $80 million they gave him, and Minnesota is currently in a bad situation with Kirk Cousins being their quarterback, and that's just a fact. And with the Giants, Daniel Jones, they're coming off 2 wins last week, and then the week before that, they're coming off 2 big wins without Saquon Barkley, and that just goes to show that Daniel Jones is starting to rally that team together and win football games. But Golden Tate is back from his suspension, so that'll give Daniel Jones an extra target. He's got targets. He's got targets in Sterling Shepard, Evan Ingram. When Saquon plays, Dwayne Gallman stepped up and he's been playing really well for this Giants offense. Sterling Shepard, and now obviously you get Golden Tate back. It helps that offense even more. You know what? I'm going to take the Giants in this game in MetLife Stadium. I just think Kirk Cousins is not a good quarterback. I think he's a bridge quarterback at best. And personally, I think that this Vikings team is going to struggle and continue to struggle with Kirk Cousins being the quarterback. So I like the Giants in this game, 24-17. Falcons at Texans. Okay, with the Falcons, they just can't score. And the Texans have struggled, the past 2 weeks. But ultimately, I think the X factor in this game is going to be DeAndre Hopkins for this Texans team. And I think that Falcons are going to find no way in hell at stopping. I thought somebody came in my room. I don't think they're going to find a way to stop DeAndre Hopkins. I think the Falcons' defense is starting to struggle even more because they're on the field much more than the offense is, because the offense just can't score, and they haven't been able to score since obviously Kyle Shanahan left that Falcons team back in 2017. So I like the Texans in this game. I'm going to say 17-14. 17-3. I think it's a low-scoring game, but I think ultimately the Texans team finds a way to win this game at home. 17-3, I'm taking the Texans. Buccaneers at Saints. This is an NFC South matchup. This is a good matchup because the Buccaneers are currently rolling. I mean, they're not rolling. They've won 2 straight, but they won big in L.A. last week against the Rams. And, the Rams team is struggling, and that's what I was trying to tell people all along. I think this Rams team is going to take a dip this season majorly. I personally do not think they'll win over 10 games. That's just my opinion. But we'll see what happens. So, with the Buccaneers, they went into L.A. and put 55 points up on the Rams team. 55 points up on this top 5 defense the Rams have. Listen, the Buccaneers are good because I know the 49ers kind of put a whooping on them, but the Buccaneers are good because they got Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians is a very, very good quarterback coach and head coach in general, but he's a quarterback whisperer. That's why a lot of teams, or not a lot of teams, just a lot of NFL fans know Bruce Arians as a quarterback whisperer because he helped Carson Palmer out. He's helped numerous amount of quarterbacks out, and now he's helping Jameis Winston out. And yeah, they struggled in the first couple weeks, but it's going to take a quarterback and a first-year head coach to get used to each other, and I think that's what's going to happen. I think this Buccaneers team can start winning games. Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, O.J. Howard, Peyton Barber, Ronald Jones. They got offensive pieces to win football games. It's ultimately up to Jameis Winston to decide if they're going to win those football games. And they're in New Orleans. It's hard to play New Orleans, especially with their defense. I don't think Buccaneers win this game, but I think they keep it close. I think it's a 31-27 game. I think the Saints find a way to pull it out in the end. But I think Bruce Arians and Jameis Winston, I think Bruce Arians is going to help Jameis Winston become a better quarterback as the season progresses. So keep an eye out on Tampa Bay this season. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they'll win some key games that'll keep them in the mix. So I like the Saints at home, though. Bills at Titans. Bills 3-1. Titans I think are 2-2 maybe. I can't see the records on here. I'm pretty sure the Titans are 2-2 or 1-3. Titans NFL. Okay, so the Titans are. Where is it at? Standings. Okay, so the Titans are 2-2. So I hit it on the head. Every team in the AFC South is 2-2. That's kind of weird. But in this game, he's at home. Marcus Mariota's at home. But I think this Bills defense is legit. I don't think that Josh Allen is going to carry them to a playoff spot. I mean, they're in the AFC East. New England's in that division. Yeah, they could possibly get a wild card, but I doubt that happens this year. Because Josh Allen hasn't really proved. I mean, he's a decent quarterback, but he's not consistent. So in this game, I look for Marcus Mariota to rally that Titans offense. You know, A.J. Brown has stepped up big time, the rookie wide receiver they got. So in this game, I'm going to take the Titans. The reason I'm going to take, I'm going to take the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills away because of their defense. I'm going to say it's a 30. No, I'm not going to go that high. I'm going to say 17-10. Bills win this game. Cardinals at Bengals. Oh my God, this is a terrible game to watch. Both teams are pretty bad. Bengals are just terrible, but I think in this game they're at home. They're playing this Cardinals team that hasn't won a game yet. Man, it's hard to. I mean, Cliff Kingsbury's not doing terrible in Arizona, but the thing about that is he's not. Okay, let me see something. Yeah, the Cardinals have a tie, and they haven't won a game. I don't think Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray will soon, I think, start to pan out, but I just don't see it in this game, especially for the fact that, they're playing a decent offense. I mean, the Bengals don't have a terrible offense. I think it's just their defense. They have a banged-up secondary. I don't think Zach Taylor's a good head coach yet. I don't think he was ready. Screw it. I'm going to take the Cardinals. I hope the Cardinals don't win. I mean, it doesn't really affect the Niners, but I'm going to take the Cardinals in this game strictly because of how bad the Bengals defense is. And I think Cliff Kingsbury and Kyler Murray get it going in Cincinnati. Win this game 24-10. Patriots at Redskins. Oh, man. New England's winning this game in a rout. I'm going to say 38-9 is what I'm going to say the final score is. I don't think I mean, Colt McCoy is starting for this Washington offense. There's no way in hell. I like the Patriots in that game. Ravens at Steelers. Mason Rudolph on Pittsburgh. I like the Baltimore Ravens. 24-10. Bears at Raiders. I think this is a close game, strictly because it's in London, and I think that there's more Raiders fans in London than I would say there is Bears fans. I think this is a packed house for Raiders fans, and I think that the Raiders win this game in an upset, 24-22. That's the upset of the week. Raiders over Bears. Broncos at Chargers. Chargers have a better team. Denver has a terrible defense. I mean, they're not bad. They just can't play. Chargers win this game 24-7. Packers at Cowboys. This game I'm excited to watch. You know what? I think both teams are in a great position to get a playoff spot this season. 110%. This is going to be the game of the week. This is the game of the week. America's game of the week. Packers at Cowboys. Damn, this is going to be a great game. Great game. I like the Packers. You know why I'm taking the Packers? I think it comes down to what quarterback. I think it comes down to the quarterbacks and which quarterback is going to outperform the other. I think that Aaron Rodgers, because he's Aaron Rodgers, outperforms a Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott's playing good this season, but he didn't even put up over 10 points against the Saints defense. And now they have to go and play another good Packers defense that's underrated. That's a top 5, top maybe 8 defense. I like the Packers. I think it comes down to which quarterback's going to outplay the other. I think Aaron Rodgers outplays Dak Prescott, and they get the win on a last-second touchdown. 27-24, Packers win. Colts at Chiefs. Oh, it's in Chiefs. Kansas City on a route. I think it's 38-17. Browns at 49ers. You guys seen if you guys haven't watched my preview video, go check that out. I gave a preview on who I think is going to win this game. Broke the game down. Is unbiased as I could. Broke the game down. I told you guys that I think the Niners are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a close game, but ultimately I think it comes down to the 49ers home field advantage. And I think that if we can slow down Nick Chubb and we can slow down Odell Beckham Jr., I think that this Browns team will struggle. But I like the Niners 27-20, and that's my pick for the game, and that's just unbiased. I genuinely think the Niners are in a better position to win this game. You know, Cleveland just played Baltimore in Baltimore. Then they went back to Ohio, and now they have to travel across the coast to San Francisco. I think it's tough for any team to do that, and especially it's going to be tough for the Cleveland Browns to do that, considering that this Niners team is hot, and they're 3-0, soon to be 4-0. So there is my Week 5 NFL picks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what picks you guys would change in this video. And as always, I got to get the Kittle jersey on for this video. As always, I will catch up with you guys probably sometime tomorrow. Maybe I'll probably upload another video Monday. Give you guys like a halftime. I'll upload videos here and there throughout tomorrow and Monday. So be on the lookout for that. Turn on post notifications. Follow my Twitter at NinerJTV. And with that being said, as always, go Niners.